See how that one goes. Starting with our feet on the ground, we're just going to take a deep breath in because we need it. All the way up, and then as you exhale, release your shoulders, release your elbows, release your hands, bring your chin towards your throat, and let's roll down through your spine. I appreciate you too, Joy. Thank you so much. Let your head drop. Just let all the tension flow out of your back as much as you can, and then bend your knees. Let's start to roll all the way up. So you can do any semblance of this motion, reaching up. If it's just a reach down to your knees, you can do it. Let's drop the shoulders, weight of the elbows, the arms, follow with your chin. Reaching down as low as you like. Letting yourself hang forward. For me, it feels good to keep my legs straight. For you, it might mean that they need to be bent. But then we'll all bend them and we'll come all the way up to the top. Let's take our hands on our ribs, and I just want you to shift your ribs over to the right for a moment and then shift over to the left. A lot of times getting our back muscles and our torso muscles, our side muscles are going to give us exactly what we need to feel just a little more spacious in taking our breaths. Good. Let's go one more each side. And then one of the last things we're going to do on the ground is just to practice what's called a hip hinge. So I'm going to have you take your index fingers, place them at the crease of your hip fold here. And then as you start to bend forward, we want to fold at the hips, feel our sits bones reaching backwards, and feel the crease of our hips deepening as we fold forward. And then as you stand up, you're going to feel that crease opening up nice and wide. So we'll fold forward, reaching. There we go. And then we'll stand and open. One of the reasons we get our hips nice and warm is just to make sure that they're ready to work for us, because rebounding is definitely a hip flexor heavy focus. Let's do two more like this. This can also be a really nice way to just wake up your hip joints in the morning. Last one. Great. All right, good. Ooh, it's chilly. The nose is running. Let's come up on top of the rebounder. Carefully step up there. If you do have a T-bar, feel free to hold on at any point in time. If you need a little extra balance, you can always bring your rebounder forward to a countertop or close to the wall, just so you have something to help with your balance. But for today, we're going to start with our legs a little wider than hip width distance apart. Find your balance and just start to shift your weight side to side. So a lot of times we get up on the rebounder and we go right away into bouncing, and it's not necessarily a great thing unless we're really ready and oriented to doing that bounce itself. So right now we're just getting a little warmer, shifting side to side, trying to find our way here. Good. And then next we're going to bend the knees, and let's rotate the ankle of your right foot all the way around. That's it. Good. Two more. And then we'll go from the outside to the inside. So kind of make your circle around, just warming up that joint. Just getting some movement into your toes, into your ankle, and you're also practicing the slightest bit of balance as you stand on that left foot. Good. And then let's reverse. It's nice to, if you're starting out your rebounding, it's always nice to get oriented to the rebounder itself. If you're coming back from vacation, I know I've been gone for a little longer than many of you. Let's reverse our direction. Helping a family member with a surgery, and all went well. So now we're back in action. Good. 2 and 1. Good. All right. So from here, let's start just a little health bounce, pressing down through your heels, reaching up through the crown of your head, letting your arms come down. All I want you to do is practice putting equal weight in both feet. If at any point in time anything becomes too overwhelming, or you need to take a break, or you feel like you're losing your balance, you're just going to come back to your health bounce. So from the side, That's a place where your pelvis is pretty level front to back. You feel like you have equal weight into both feet, and you're not necessarily tilted forward at the hips or leaned way back. We want to feel like we're stationed right over the center of our mat. So as we start to feel our first beat, quicker beat of music come in, I want you to start to try to push down. If you have looser bungees, you might be able to go down on the beat. If your bungees are tighter, you just do the best you can. We're going down, down, down. All right, keep going with that for just a minute. I'm gonna give myself a little more headroom. You can do it. You don't need to watch me do it. I'm gonna pull myself up here. There we go. Excellent. So we're pressing down, down. We're all really, really live right now, everybody, so stuff happens where it doesn't always show up on the camera. Let's bend our elbows here, reaching your fingertips forward. We're gonna rotate out and then pull it back in. So keep your health bounce going. This is a really great bounce just for getting into, again, your relationship with the rebounder, but also for starting to stimulate some movement of your lymph and some circulation of your blood, and all of those things happen together. And in our lymph support classes on my channel, we tend to do a little more preparation for that lymph, but you're gonna get some circulation here. So now we're gonna take it out. We're gonna reach arms nice and wide to the sides of the room, pull your elbows back in, and then come back to that 90-degree angle. So we've got 4 steps. We go 1, good, reach 2. If at any point in time you have to let go of the health bounce or the arms to keep yourself moving, I get it. Again, this class is gauged towards beginners, so I wanna make sure you have permission to just have fun, figure it out. The most important piece on this channel is that you not take yourself too seriously. Be safe, make good choices, but it's rebounding. We have to understand that we're bouncing on a trampoline, Good, let's pull it in. And excellent. Now we're gonna keep that 90-degree angle. We're gonna lift it up to shoulder height. Pull back, squeeze your shoulder blades. Keep that health bounce going. What's kind of interesting is a lot of times as we start to move those arms, we'll start to get a little bit slower and less active in the legs. So your job is to try to keep it going. Good. That's it. Last one here. All right, we're gonna lift those elbows up to shoulder height again. We're gonna go up to the top, open your arms back, chest stretch. Bring them forward. Excellent, pull them back. Now, this is a simple movement. It's a little coordination to bounce and move at the same time. But as you're doing this, I want you to imagine that you're pressing your arms through some kind of resistance. Maybe you're pressing it through peanut butter. Maybe it's through water or mud. Yeah, good. Let's do a couple more. Open it up. Excellent. Bring it forward and pull it back, and then let's release. Just shake it out. All right, so we're gonna move into our first official step beyond the health bounce. You can always come back to the health bounce if you want. And this is just a little heel lift. So we're at the heel, in the health bounce, our feet are connected to the mat. But when we start to do the heel lift, we're just gonna rise up onto the toes and lower down. I'll show you from the side. Up and down, up and down. Good, and this is a really great progression to try to get not only your balance, but just your comfort level going. Yeah. So lift and lower your heels. You just let your arms drop to the sides for right now. And shake it out. Good. That's nice. Pretty easy, right? Still staying in the same space. And again, if you need to put your heels down, bend your knees and press down a little bit more, go there. We're gonna add some arms while we lift our heels. We're going front, open side, reach it front, lower down. Let's do it again. Front, open side, front, press it back. 2 more. Front, open side, front, press it back. Last one, front, side, front, press it back. Good. All right, so we've got our health bounce and our heel bounce, and now we're gonna move into our bounce balance. You're gonna shift your weight over to the right foot, lifting the left heel, shift your weight over to the left foot, lifting the right heel, side to side, side to side. Now you'll notice I'm not really bouncing yet, yeah? As we start to push through the heel, we can start to add a little bounce. So join me here, shifting right, left, left. There it is. The more you push down through your heel, the more bounce you'll have. And just remember that center place on your mat is always going to be the place where you can really engage front, back, and side, your whole entire torso, to give you more support as you're bouncing, yeah? So when we kind of let ourselves go all over the place, like one of those windsock puppets, we tend to have a little less control, right? All right, keep pushing, keep moving. Excellent. We'll go 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to go into doubles. So we're gonna do 2 each side, 2 each side, 2 and 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Boom, that's it. Side to side, just keep going through the quiet part of the music. All right, we're gonna take it single, single, double. Here we go. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. 4 more. Single, double. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Last time. And then just go side to side, singles. Great work. Now we're gonna take this bounce balance. We're gonna walk it into tiptoe. Right now is a great time to check in and see how you're feeling in terms of your breath and your heart rate. So if you're using a heart rate monitor, just take a peek at it if you can and see where you're at as you move your body. In my classes, we often use something called the rate of perceived exertion. So keep going with your tiptoe. We want to think of a rate of 1 as being like on the couch, relaxing. As we move up between 2, 3, 4, and 5, we're starting to breathe a little heavier. Maybe you can hear the breath. Where I'm at right now is right around a 5. And as we get a little higher than that, we move into the upper levels. But the great thing about the rate of perceived exertion is that it's yours. So my 5 and your 5 might be different. You might be at an 8 right now. What I want you to find for yourself as we keep going with this tiptoe is somewhere around a 4, 5, 6. Okay? That's it. Now, if you're feeling that this is very easy, I want to invite you to bend your knees a little more and work more on the pressing down into the rebounder than on the up. The up is actually the easy part. The work is on the press down. So from the side, I'm really working to push my heels into the mat and push into the bungees. That's your resistance. Those bungees around your rebounder, or springs if you're using them, they are your dumbbells. That's what you're lifting, and that's what your muscles have to work against. Your core muscles are working to keep you balanced as you navigate through the pressure. Okay, let's be here for 4, 3. We're gonna go back through your doubles, keeping everything super simple and just moving today, yeah? 2 each side, here we go. And 2, 2, 2, really good. Now you might be wondering, like, are we gonna jump today? We're gonna jump today. You don't have to if you don't want to. My goal for you is to keep you moving and keep you aware at how much you're moving. So how are you doing with your RPE, your rate of perceived exertion? Too many words for that. Are you at a 5, 6 right now? What can you do to bring yourself closer to that? Can you speed it up a little bit? Can you push a little more? Yeah, all right. Let's go into that pattern we did earlier. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. You got it. Yes. One of my favorite things is teaching a beginning class because it's effective. You don't have to go crazy on the rebounder to get a good workout. And it also often sets a really strong foundation for if you want to do a more intense class later. I always recommend that you not jump into the intensity of an advanced cardio, crazy cardio thing if you've just got a rebounder. Singles all the way, side to side. Because if you go too fast too soon, your body doesn't have the chance to adapt, yeah? All right, so we're in our single rebounds. It's gonna be the first time I invite you to leave the mat here. Let's bring both feet down. We're gonna take this into a march. Little march where your feet are leaving the mat. Good. In the event that this feels too much, like it's not what you need today, go back to your tiptoe, your bounce balance, your heel lifts, or your health bounce, okay? Everything in class today is gonna build on itself, but I want you to have options, and if you need to go back down a little bit in intensity to stay with me, then please do that. Woo! Oh my gosh, I turned the heat all the way down to like 63, so it must be really cold in this space today. Let's take our legs out a little wider. Good. Find your wide march. That's the word I'm looking for. Can you lift your knees a little higher? Now this is where we're starting to get into a little bit of hip flexor motion. Remember those hinges we did at the beginning? Yeah? That's it. Tempo comes up a little bit. Trying to hear the music. It definitely gets a little noisy in this space. Keep going, keep going. I'm gonna turn my stereo up a little bit. March, 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 march. Much better. All right, ready, keep going. Good. All right, let's march it in. There it is. 4, 3, 2, march it out. Good. So right now I want us to start thinking about being at, let's say, a 6 or 7. So if you feel again like this is easy, you're not outputting much effort, I want you to lift your knees up a little higher, out, because that little lift will challenge you in. There we go. Take it again, out. Nice work. Just swinging your arms. One more time. Take it out. All right. Now, if you're feeling good about your marches, I'm going to invite you to take it into a little low jog. All right. This is the first real bounce we've done. Jogging's not yours today. Go back to your marches. You can just march in place. You can tiptoe. You can health bounce. Good. Feet are just lifting off a little bit. Moving into a 6, 7. Maybe just around an 8 if you are there. Good. All right, we're gonna pick it up with the knees a little higher. Jog it out. Yes. Now for anybody who's taken this class for the first time, whether you're a rebounding enthusiast or a teacher, you'll notice my tempos go just a tiny bit slower to give people a chance to do them. There's nothing worse than going into a wild class and like having no chance to keep up with the tempo. It's very frustrating. In this channel, I want you to be supported, feel like you get what you need, yeah? Good. All right, we're almost here. We're running for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're gonna take it back into a march. Ready, set, go. March. All right. Catch your breath. Let's bring it down. 5, 4, 3, okay? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Give yourself a little shake out. Nice work. If you need a drink, go ahead and take one if you're in a colder climate. All my Canadian folks. I'm in Chicago. If you're turning in for the first time, it's just dry winter. That's all we got to say about it. All right, we're going to start moving around the rebounder. Lift our heart rate up a little bit higher again. We're going to take a little step tap side to side. If you've done this before, you can speed it up right away. If it's your first time, I just want you to span the width of your mat. Remember, we're never stepping onto the hardware that holds the bungees because A, it's unstable, it doesn't feel great on your feet, and it's just not a great place to support you as you go side to side. All right, so if you've got this one, then you can definitely stay at this tempo, just stepping side to side, or you can start to speed it up. All you gotta do is imagine that you're at a family wedding and everybody's making a circle and you're just watching the people in the middle go crazy. Somebody's doing that little Russian dance with the heels, somebody's doing the worm. It's easy, and you're just on the side, clapping along, having a good time, yeah? Just me? Good. All right, so to upgrade a little bit, if you're having a good time, we're gonna start to just push down a little bit more, and we can add a little bounce here. And it just becomes a little dance. Now, for most of my clients who are rebounders, because I have health coaching clients and Pilates clients and personal training clients, some of them are rebounding enthusiasts, some of them not. I just tell them to get up and do a health bounce and maybe a little dance step 5 to 10 minutes a day if they're not sure what to do. Really good to just get your body moving, oftentimes warm yourself up. Good. 4. Now we're gonna take it a little bit differently and just do a little step to the heel, to the heel. You can do whatever you want with the arms. Hopefully you feel good. Just making a little choreography happen on your rebounder, yeah? And again, keep going with the fast speed. But if you wanna go step and heel, step and heel, that's there for you, okay? You can always take it back to a half step. So I'd say right now we're at a 4-5, okay? We're working, we're paying attention, we're moving our body, yeah? It's all good. Good. All right, keep going. Can you add a little more bounce? Good. Now those of you who have done rebounding for a while, you might know that you can turn this into a 2-foot to 1-foot bounce, if you like. So if you want to upgrade it to that 6, 7, 8, 2 feet, 2 feet. Yeah. Kind of like sneak in a little coordination there. Good work. Oh, we're doing great for time. Excellent. Good. Can you give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, and come back to center. Can you march? All right, walk it in to about hip width distance apart. Find your health pounce here, okay? I'm on a really squeaky part of the floor. It's okay. So right here, we're gonna start working on our basic bounce. Your basic bounce can just be a health bounce where your feet stay down, or it's time to leave the mat if you like. From the side, we're folded. This is where we're starting to use our hip flexors a little bit more to move our legs. Keep going. Play with both of those. Yeah? All right. Excellent. So we're not going to work too much on the tempo on this one. I want you to try to just find your own rhythm, pulling back and forward. Yes. It is a little faster, so we can start a little bit behind the beat. And then if you feel good about it, you can absolutely pick up the pace a little bit, yeah? All right, let's find that basic bounce. Let's think about your feet, whether you're connected to the mat or moving. I want you to unclench your toes, okay? Yes. Make your feet as wide as you can in your shoe, or if you're barefoot, just think about spreading out your foot. Good. All right, we're right here. 4, 8, 7, 6, keep going, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming to tiptoe, side to side. Good. Find your own rhythm here. Excellent. Let's walk it out so you're a little wider. Side to side, put both feet down. Can you find a down bounce here, a down health bounce? Now when you're closer to the bungees, you have to push a little more through your leg muscles. When you're closer to the center, you have a little more give from your bungees. Let's try to find a little movement of the arms. Yeah, just pushing down through those legs. Again, we're working a little higher intensity right now for our beginners. Let's be here. 8, 7, 6, 5, good. 4, now you can stay right here, all right? Or take your hands to the center and start to lift your feet up. Little wide, tiny little down bounce. Push, push, push. You got it. Okay, stay right with me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me a little bounce balance. Side to side. Good. All right, we're going to wrap this up with one more little step and then just review some, okay? So walk in back to the center. Find your feet side to side. We always want to be mindful that if your feet are rolling inward and your knees are knocking, your ankle bones are knocking, that it's better for you to have a little bit more space between your ankles so you can better align your leg bones. Yeah? Okay. So here we are. We're gonna practice sliding open to a wide position and then using our inner thighs to slide close to a more narrow position. If you can bring your legs together, go for it. This is the beginning of what we call a rebound, which is like a jumping jack. So we're gonna go open, good, and close. And just bounce in between. Again, open. All you have to do is slide those feet apart, close. Yep, think outer hips, push. Excellent, close them up. Good job. Again, press and close. A couple more like this. Here we go. Open and close. Really nice. One more time. Open and close. All right, let's go a little bit quicker. Here we go. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. A little faster. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back in. Little tiptoe here. All right, pretty good. So you might be pretty comfortable with the sliding. We're gonna go through that one more time. If you want to try a jump, be my guest. We go open right here and then close, bouncing in the center. Do it again. Open and close. Nice and easy. Open and close. One more time this pace. Open. Good job. And close. All right, a little faster. Open and close. Open and close. Open, close, open. You can always be sliding, remember. Little faster. Open and close. Open and close. We call this double rebound. Good. And last one. And let's go singles. Ready? Open, close. Yeah. Nice and easy. Outer thigh, inner thigh. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Give me a high bounce in the middle. All right. So that last one we did was called rebound. And again, you can slide close to the mat, or you can keep yourself bouncing and jumping. All right. Quick drink. And we're gonna go back through everything we learned today for a last little cardio burst, okay? Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll see you in the chat. I appreciate you being here. Pull those pants up for our last go round, yeah? All right, we're gonna start with a house bounce. This is where we started. It's a perfectly reasonable way to use your rebounder. Find your bounce down. Think, push, push. Now it is challenging for just the legs, so I like to pull my arms because that gives me a little bit more action, yeah. And this is the foundation for pretty much everything we do. And also our basic bounce, yeah? Good. Do you remember what came next? It was the heel lift. We're gonna go heel lift. Maybe a little behind the music, but that's okay. Arms out to the side, just lifting and lowering the heel. Up, down, up, down, up, down. You got it. Really nice. For 4, 3, 2. Start to feel those calves right away, right? Come back down. Widen your feet out to the side. Bounce balance. This is where we're shifting out to side. See if you can find the tempo here. Boom, boom, boom. Often once we get the step, finding a tempo that's a little challenging but doable will help us get our heart rate up. Stay right here. Find it. Good job. We're gonna walk it into tiptoe. We've already done this. So simple. Roll to the ball of the foot. Good. Staying here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Perfect song to go into a little low jog. Low jog just leaves the mat nice and easy. Remember, your other option if you don't want to leave the mat is marching. Okay? So low jog or march. Breathe. You got it. There's a lot of steps that come from this one for sure. We'll explore them in classes to come. 4, 3, we're gonna go into our basic bounce. We go. You can go back to your health bounce if you need to. Good. Nice work. Stay. 4, 3, rebound out for 4 counts. 4, and in, 4, 3, 2, and out. Slide if you need to, and in. Good job. And in. One more. Good. Let's go to 2s. Out and in. Out and in. Good. So we're gonna close out with some quick singles in just a sec. Are you ready? 4, 3, 2, 1 and 1. Open, close. Good. Staying right here with me. Sliding or jumping. Finishing out. Good. 4, 3, stay open with your legs here. Good. That's it. Just a little bounce. As we finish up, let's calm it down. Let it go. Do you remember those little step taps? We're gonna step to the right. Here we go. Step tap, step tap. find a nice, comfortable way of moving your body. Remember, the most important workouts are the ones that your body accepts, they get excited about, that you feel like you want to do again because you felt good. The high intensity training that we see often online, it's reserved for folks who have built up a baseline. It's not where you start. The elite athletes know this, yeah? And even if you are an elite athlete, a beginner session can often serve as a recovery session, which is just as good. Let's go for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Very nice. All right, shift your weight from side to side. Awesome job, everybody, today. I hope this was a good re-entry into 2025 for you, and or an entry into your new rebounding habit. We're going to be rebounding here on Tuesdays, ideally at 9, unless we hit a snowstorm, 9 Central. Let's stop with our legs nice and wide. Take a big breath in, reach your arms up overhead. Take your right arm down to the side. You can also come down on the mat if you need to. We're just going to take a nice long side bend here. So every week is a different format. Most of them are up for January. I think all of them are up for January, a few in February. Let's come through the center. And then on Thursdays, for the beginning of the year, for the next 6 weeks, we're going to be going in to beginner step aerobics. Now, a lot of people say, let's go one more to the other side. Do I have to have a step to do step aerobics? You actually don't. You can step on the floor. You just have to imagine that there's a rectangle in front of you. That's all. You don't have to go crazy. Bring your arms out to the side, rotate over to the side. A couple of you have asked me which step I recommend, the one you can afford. There's really not a whole bunch of difference between them, in all honesty. You can get more risers, you can get less risers. If you haven't stepped since the 80s, or you haven't stepped in a long time, I would suggest starting with no risers. I will be starting with no risers. So we'll all be in it together. All right, lower yourself down. Let's take a careful step off the edge. And then if you have a rebounder that's relatively light in weight, I'd like you to lift it up this way. And then we're just gonna go into a little calf slash back line of the leg stretch. Find your hinge forward. Pull your toes back. Take your breath. Good work. Shift forward into your front leg. Bend your knee, reach back. Lift up through the crown of your head. Can you lift your chest to the sky? Excellent. Shift through. Let's do the other side. Pull your toes back to your shins. Nice flat back. Good. Stretch through. Lift your chest. Excellent. All right. If you need more stretch today, you can go back to any of the over 200 classes on my channel. Lots of them are stretch classes. You can look for stretch classes in the playlists. All of the classes are organized into rebounding and strength and Pilates and stretch. So do check those out. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know you are here. Let me know how you liked class. I'll look forward to seeing you on Thursday for our very first step aerobics class. Yes. Keep your fingers crossed for good weather as we move forward, and Happy New Year, everybody. I wish you a really great start to the new year, and I'll see you really, really soon.